You don't do jack shit.
I do shit all the time. I'm up and about
No,
getting
no,
shit done.
no. You take shit. You don't do shit.
No, no, I'm doing stuff all the time.
Like
Have,
what? Whinging about your ankle?
I don't want to hear this from the guy who whinges about his young joints.
Because I actually do something that strains them. You don't do anything.
I do a lot. How dare you, Kyle? Fucking florists thinking they can have their muck of the place. I actually forgot about this whole mining
Goddamn,
section.
I'm not, I'm not a goddamn florist.
Or are you looking down on them? That's rather rude, Kyle.
They mine that cash register and get to be in the aircon. I don't get to do that.
So I might have to ask for your address again because it sounds like Newton's gonna want me to mail him some stuff internationally, and I figure while I'm at the post office getting all that taken care of, I might as well send you those or those Ratchet and Clank books that I still have for you. I will have to say I'll just say they're like $20 a book, maybe 15. Is Iron Lung movie good or bad? Me and my brother actually watched Iron Lung and we reviewed it. I really liked it. I'm doing pretty good, Dark Lord. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, so I'm now up to Defiance for Legacy of Kain. Man, the way Soul Reaver 2 ended off, I'm just like, no, that's fucking evil. Don't do this. So I'm just like, you can't do this. They just announced they just announced a remaster coming out for the game, and I'm not waiting a month. You're gonna make me get the inferior version to continue the story, aren't you?
From what I understand, they're getting I don't know if they're getting a sequel or a prequel to the events of the game as
So
well.
what? So what they're doing is that they're doing a different version of Defiance with updated graphics.
But it's 2D, right? The 2D side
That's,
scroller.
that's no, that's the prequel.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys are getting like another game with new lore. Because Lord knows we'll
Yeah,
never get a sequel to the
and if
fucking.
those go well, they might end up doing one final game to finish off the series.
Do you think hope is a poison? I've come to think it is. Oh,
So when I booted up the version of Defiance that I have, I came to a very fun realization because what the Soul Reaver games were before were action adventure games with a bit of platforming.
Yes.
Defiance, they just looked at it and it's just like, you are now Devil May Cry with vampires, and I'm just like, yes.
Bro. Let me see here. How good is Markiplier as an actor? He's all right. I mean, like, he was good. I'm not gonna say he was bad, but fucking personally, I was of the position that it kind of just felt like Markiplier the whole time. I know it sounds weird to say, but there are some actors.
Isn't that what you would want though?
Yeah, but so basically you watch it, he doesn't feel like an actor, or he doesn't feel like him, and that's that. You know, if that makes sense. So that's yes, he is good. He is good. Well, I don't know. He's passionate, I guess would be the right way of saying it. Like, watching him was enjoyable, but I wouldn't necessarily put him in, like, the big leagues.
I got your back. Over already?
Tells Ilya, but Rowan is getting too old for this? Nah.
Spirit fossil is a source of energy. I can't think of any other explanation.
Let's just focus on beating it. I'm on fire!
Wow.
This reminds me of our training.
I only remember getting beat up by you.
How rude, Jude. Yeah, I hope you guys are all having a nice night. Hello, Newman. Did I miss something? That's too crazy. Did Markiplier add more lore in Iron Lung than in the game or not? I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete my C++s and check them so I can try running Helldivers. Because for whatever reason it's not working on PC. But yeah, no, he did that stuff. Oh, okay. You basically order the cards, send them to the address they give you, same way as we did it before a long time ago. I'll send you the money now and you put the rest. Okay. Send me the stuff you want me to order first.
That wasn't too bad.
And let me see a list of what it is first to make sure I can get a hold of it relatively easily. And then I'll send them postal to where you want me to send them to. Because in order to send them to you, I will have to do international shipping. Which won't be that crazy. What would Dante and the entity from Dead by Daylight end up saying to each other if they met? Nothing, because the entity doesn't really talk to anybody.
And if it does talk to you, it only talks to killers.
I'm actually trying to think if the entity ever actually talks, but no, I don't think it ever does. Same way as did before? Oh, fuck. That was a long time ago. No, I remember now. I would send it to a person in Florida, right? And then they would send it to you. Right.
Are you all set?
Wait, how's the enemy command the killers then? Kind of just takes them by force. I am genuinely struggling to remember how I ever did that. Like, I can take care of it. That's not the issue. I know how to mail stuff out and everything. I'm just trying to remember how at that point I did it. Because I didn't have access to a lot of mail back then. Or, like, ways to send mail. Well, no. So, here's how it'll work. You send me what you want, and then I'll order it. Once I've secured it, you'll give me the money.
Leia would never forgive me if I left without a word. I should at least go and say goodbye.
Leave anyways. Anything else happen in the time since I was gone? Oh yeah, Dino Crisis is on fucking Steam. I gotta fucking get those before I forget. When does that sale end? They do have a DRM though, so it's kind of annoying.
What is that there for?
You don't know what a DRM is?
The spirit climb in the Kutum keeps the
It's
Why
basically.
would I?
perpetual cold.
Oh, are you saying you're aware or you're not aware?
Romantic.
No, I'm asking you, why would I?
All right.
Why would you be aware?
Pretty nice.
I guess it's a good question because you don't actually play on PC, do you?
No.
Yeah, so I guess you wouldn't run to DMR all that often or DRM all that often. Basically, Jesus.
What's that?
Expecting a message, Alvin?
Haha, very funny. Fuck.
As I always say, it's the gear that makes the man. Well, after one scarf.
Okay, but the entity would still need to tell the killers what he wants them to do to the victims in his realm, wouldn't he?
Why, thank you.
No, I think they just instinctively know.
It's considerable years to pull off a look as splendid as this.
Oh, right. Another wall scaled. You have got to be kidding me. He looks really, really pissed off.
How did this happen?
Do you think Leon Solo's Dino Crisis verse?
We finally stopped it.
That was too close.
Excellent.
I feel all right.
No, it's fine. It's just, damn, I'm gonna have to look up each one of these cards individually and fucking add them to an order. Hang on. Oh boy, oh boy. Wait. Actually, wait, Newhan, I have a better idea. What if I just give you my address and then send you the money and then you just have them all send it to my address, then I'll mail it to the guy in Florida? Or can you not do that? Because you've already got the list set up. Like, I can find it one by one if, like, that's how it has to be, but, like, can you not just send it to me and then I'll send it to that person? Do you think Leon's so... Oh, yeah, that's that one. But, I mean, like, I can take care of it, like, real quick. It's not going to take me that long. It's just that I wasn't expecting that many cards. Alright, let's start your boardroom. I'm assuming it doesn't have to be the exact seller. Oh, I'm almost done with that script, by the way, for 16, which is nice. I got through a lot of the shenanigans. What's the seller? The boardroom.
Are you getting over your crisis?
You mean your fucking bullshit? Yeah.
My bullshit. What did I do?
I blame you.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong. Are you blaming me that you got a higher education in 16?
Look at those giant ribbons.
Okay, well, actually, hang on. I can actually save you some trouble here, actually. Okay, hang on. But yeah, no, I am now just 100%, just like, my mastery of 16's lore has become really, really too much, and I fucking hate it.
I really do look forward to watching you break down Death Battle and G1.
Oh, hello, Pentymon. How are you doing today? Okay, so you just want me to go by seller then? Yeah, that'll be a little faster. That's annoying. I can just get you this fucking starter deck. There's some at my card shop. I don't even have to fucking order this one. Hang on. Okay, draw on Lockbird. Which version are you after? 5D's common. I'm good. How are you? And Kyle answered the question, Kyle.
What question?
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Would you raise the game volume a little bit? Okay, this one. How many do you want of these? You want 3? Add to cart. Just the one?
Remember anything?
Me neither.
How long have you been with Elise, Tipo?
I can't remember. I know I've been with Ellie since the laboratory, at least.
Huh? The laboratory?
One of the people there gave Tipo to me.
Rowan, do you know anything about this?
What the hell was that sound?
What's the
The sound you just made. Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon. The Purge, GT,
How come you always
GBT
pet your
13,
beard,
okay.
Rowan? Is it itchy?
No.
You better be or else. Jude Matisse from Tales of Xillia versus Yuri Lowell from Tales of Vesperia.
No, I'm good. Now, don't knock it until you try it. Or are you afraid I might bite? Elise? What's wrong? Oh, dear. I hope I haven't upset you. Is everything all right?
Father.
Your father? You okay? Are you remembering something?
It's actually-
my parents.
It's actually crazy how
Looks like it's time already.
how freaking fast this has gone.
Where is your family? Do you remember?
Well, it's fine. Elise misses her parents, but it's fine. We're a family now. You don't need them.
I was about to say you don't need your parents anymore. You have us now.
It's okay. I want to stay with everyone.
Good.
I'd rather be with my friends. Don't
Good.
forget I'm your friend too, Ellie. Wherever you go, I go. Thank you, Tipo.
And let's head to the arena. You okay to fight?
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think Jude. No, well, I guess they'd be about equal. So at that point, you'd have to argue for.
They'll both be universal. Thanks to Duke and to Maxwell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Did Vesperia have any light speed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all just scale comparable to each other. We'd have to at that point argue like training or lore.
If it's going to come down to,
Guardians are waiting for you.
I'd have to go over Jude's skills. But if it's just going to come down to skill, I'd give it to Yuri. Because don't get me wrong, Jude not bad at hand to hand, but he's not. His training consists of like basically sparring with his childhood friend. While Yuri's an actual like accomplished soldier.
Accomplished is debatable considering that guy just refuses to do his job under any circumstances ever.
He's an actual accomplished soldier who's literally like at the same level as his friend that we spent half the game trying to find. He just quit the army because he didn't like what they were doing.
Their skills are a complete mystery. This'll either be a short fight or an interesting one.
How big their universe is? You would assume the same size. Oh, good lord.
All right. Very impressive. You too. I believe we show great promise.
Hang on, I have to move this over here to make this a little faster. There's gotta be a faster way to do this in the future.
You know what? You know what probably hurts?
Good job, Elise.
What?
A most
From what I've heard,
rhythm.
you can make arguments that everyone who scales to Wesker in Resident Evil would be faster than Clive.
Kyle, stop lying. Dang, upgrading your Vanguard decks, new hint? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go through and check if my Vanguard decks have gotten any new support. That's crazy. Star Vader. Fuck. I think Lightspeed is probably the only thing I still have left.
I mean, you are so lucky that he actually gets like Efrit Risen at the end of the game, because if he didn't, you wouldn't even be able to get that team.
No, because there's lasers. There's lasers.
Any luck?
No.
No, I mean in terms of travel.
Where could
Oh.
Mom have gone?
Yeah.
I learned from one of the staff that she left the building by herself early this morning.
I doubt she'd do anything dangerous. okay?
Yeah, I'm worried too.
Oh, for doodles. Leon Solo's FF16? No, probably not.
He'd be the most interesting person in that verse.
Holy shit.
Does it make does it make you does it make you feel good that at least like
Good morning.
Verso would clear it pretty easily?
You people sure are lucky.
Could you repeat that again? Sorry, Newhan's killing me over here.
Of course. What a terrible thing.
Does it make you feel good that Verso would clear 16 pretty easily?
Excuse me. Have you seen Mila?
That was never up for debate.
Well, this is the first time we've really spoken, isn't it? She's not with you?
Verso goes up to Clive, I'm you, but with personality. And a good story.
And I have problems with my mother.
And a good cast. And an actually pretty map to go around and look at.
There is color in this world. I bought a full cast audio book of the first Harry Potter
in fact,
book.
it's just me. I'm just like, oh, I'm just you, but better in every way, shape, and form.
We should get back to searching for Mila. If Exodus catches her alone, she could be in
Bruh.
trouble.
Only 3?
Okay, I'm gonna pose a really hard question for you, and I want to see how you take it. How far does Gustav get?
Let's get back to the search.
Oh, right.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give a hot take here. You might disagree with it, but
Mila.
I see no reason why Gustav cannot scale to Renoir. I don't.
I feel like you're cooking, so cook some more.
Even though he can't kill Renoir, the fact that while injured and bleeding out, he's able to send him flying back and actually like fucking not immediately get murked.
You know what? You can make the argument if Renoir didn't catch him off guard, because Verso could have warned him the entire time.
I'm gonna say it like this, like just best case, like there's no reason to believe that if he hadn't been injured beforehand, that he would have died the way he did. I think you can absolutely make the argument that he would be comparable, even if he's still weaker. Like the fact that he can do that to him at all is kind of wild.
So at least comparable to Pain to Renoir. So
well, I mean,
that would put him that would put him above like most of the bosses up to the Paintress, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, like this depends if you believe that Painted Renoir is actually inferior to the completely to the Paintress. Because this is the problem with the painted characters. In the actual painting, they're not weaker than the artists. Also, let me read some comments here. The way I tend to do it is I add one item from one of the stores, then click on the store's title, which allows you to buy from the store directly and search for the items. Heck yeah, my guy, especially at Dragonic Overlord. These are more for me and some friends that just discovered that our country is blocked in TCG player. Why is Uruguay blocked in TCG player? Who would clear Final Fantasy 16, Kyle? Yes. Who would win, Kyle or Mangler or Devil in marriage? Probably Devil, I would hope, since he's the only one that's married. I don't see a future where Mangler gets married, personally, and I don't think he would disagree with me on that one. Kyle might have hope. Maybe.
I like Mangler, but let's be very clear here. He seems like someone who would be a ginormous pain in the ass to live with. That's not a hot take. You know, friends where it's just like you're fun to hang around with, but I couldn't picture like living with you.
No, it's fine. Like I get it. Oh, it's fucked.
Is that because it just reminded me of like a conversation of when I was about to leave school, and people were just like, "Oh, what if we got apartments together?" And I looked at my entire friend group, and I'm just like, I couldn't see myself living with any of you fuckers. We are the accommodation of everybody's asshole friend. And I know what some of you people are like, and you're lazier than me. No.
Wow.
Also, for the part, like, a lot of them are real big, like, fucking drug takers when it comes to, like, fucking weed, so it's just, like, not really my speed.
I'm kind of surprised you don't smoke the devil's lettuce. No. Who's a better character, Sephiroth or Leon? Leon. No, I'd be a giant ass to live with because I'm lazy and can't hold a convo. I mean, like, that's why you live by yourself, right? I mean, like, that seems to solve that problem pretty quickly. Which one is this one? BT21-042C. Ghostmon EX11 048. Ghostmon BT23 061. Damn it, you hit! Why is your fucking country blocked by TCG player? The things I do for my friends. I wouldn't mind living by myself one of these days. Probably be nice and relaxing. But that would require me to make money, and Lord knows I'm not getting anywhere close to that one.
Preach. I
Hey.
thought I was making money, and then I got what my car insurance was going to be, and I'm just like, it's back to being poor. It's back to choosing whether I want dinner or breakfast.
You know you can just not spend all that much money on this shit. You know that, right? Like you don't have to choose some dinner or breakfast. I know it's hard to believe.
You're right. I can save extra money and go without.
Only good thing with living with me is one, I pay for all the bills, and two, less shooting here for you Americans. Newhing, the reason people in your country like living with other people is because they don't want to fucking die alone. Can Leon scale the Wesker by matching Chris and fight an RE6, right? Technically, yes. Bro, TCG player, you guys gotta fix.
This is the funny thing, because like Leon and Chris have such a weird relationship because they have both fought each other when one of them was drunk and the other one was trying to pick the other one up, and the other one was drunk and the other one was trying to pick them up. Because remember in the movie before, Chris was trying to get Leon to get his shit together, and then Leon, even while drunk, was able to beat the dog shit out of Chris. I think Claire was there. Was it Claire?
Yes.
He was able to defend off as well.
Yes, I think so. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but I mean, pop off, King. This is a lot of stuff, Newhin. I'm gonna have to send this in a box to that address. You're aware of that, right? Chain of Liberation. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal. I wasn't allowed to say shooting with that context, but I bet it will here. Wait. Bro, why is it censoring that? YouTube knows there's shootings all the time here. Come on. YouTube, don't fucking lie. Hey, what's your entire fucking package? 144 items? Okay, we're making good progress. We're making good progress. Did both Chris and Leon hold back an RE6? No, there's no reason to assume that.
It'll be interesting to find out when 9 comes out who died out of, like, the people from Raccoon City. Imagine if they just do a cop-out and it's just, like, everybody from Outbreak.
That's what I'm expecting is going to happen.
And they're just like, there, see, we acknowledge Outbreak. They all survived and now they're all dead.
You fuckers shouldn't have asked for Outbreak so much. Dude, how do you...
It seems like a game that's a cool concept, but I don't particularly think like trying to play a campaign when you're on an active timer sounds fucking... That doesn't sound fun. But aren't all the routes like 2 hours, if that?
Star Vader, Chaos Breaker Dragon. No, yeah, it's that's that. GRC, almost done. Fuck me. What the fuck do you need these memory boosts for? You have them! Oosa. Actually, so speaking of shootings, we actually haven't had one in a bit of time. Actually making some decent progress so far. I mean, granted, I say that, and then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and realize I made a terrible mistake mentioning it. But, we're getting there. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'll probably be like a fucking I'm not gonna jinx it any further. Reanimon ST2202. I'll read your comment right now, Pimp Demon. Sorry, that's because I want to try and get this done so I can order this for Newhin. So they can send me the money. Newhin, I'm not going to order you the starter deck because at the shop I work at, they're starter decks. So I'll just buy you a starter deck at the shop. It costs the exact same. Fuck, I could probably get it for you for cheaper. No. Newhin, the fucking card shop I work at has like fucking 40 of them. I can just get one from the card shop. I'm not gonna fucking have them shove it in my fucking mailbox. I can literally go pick it up tomorrow and just have it at the house for when these all show up. Like, we can all send it off at once. I'm just saying that, like, there's no reason for me to order that shit. Okay, last one. Like, you're still gonna send me the fucking... You're gonna still send me all the money because I still have to buy it. But, like, I can get it, like, literally... Trust me, I can secure it. That's not an issue. There's no reason to have that go to my mailbox. Okay. So, something's wrong. Something's wrong. What? Where did I mess up? Because I have 3 extra cards. Which means that one of these is not asking for 4 copies. Zimmy just jinked us? No, I got this. I got it. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Just to make sure. Wouldn't it be funny after Zim said YouTube knows there's shootings here, we just hear Zim's door being broken open and him getting dragged away? Oh wait, that's Steam known for doing that, not YouTube. Okay, so to be clear. So then I'm not sending this to my address, I'm sending it to the address you sent me. So this is not coming to me at all. Also, I still need to find out where I made a mistake. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, I'll put the starter deck in there, that's fine. But now I gotta run through all this shit to see where I made a mistake. Okay, so the Droll and Lockbird is at 3. So Purple Memory Boost is at 4, Droll and Lockbird at 3. Race of Greymon is also at 3, UA Jersey is at 3. Also, let's go to Core TCG here for a minute. Okay, that's fine. Annoying, but fine. Seal products.
All right, fantastic.
Just one? Okay, what's the total amount of items? 144? Okay, so... Now with this Mandela Event starter deck, 19, 3... Lisa Greymon, UA Power Jersey, that's fine. Okay, first one's good. Supreme 1, that's fine. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, that's fine. Hang on, chat. Once I'm done ordering new hint shit, I'll be able to talk and focus on the messages a little more.
I warned you, he's quite strong like this. Can't understand a word he's saying, though. No matter, you'll understand soon enough. Once we're all finished with you.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Here's the next cards. 4, 4. 3, 3. 1.
His hair completely.
Oh, hang on. I think no. Okay, 4, 4.
I can't stop. I want to
4.
get stronger.
1. Okay, here we go. Okay. So 4 Entmons, 3 Fluffy Mon, 4 Geo Greymons. Here we go. Found it. Total 144. Okay, it's a little. No. Okay, it's fine. Hang on. Okay, New Hint, I'm gonna send you the list. So when are you guys streaming the God of War Sons of Sparta? No, you have a weird relationship with New Hint, aka New Hint Sugar Daddy. I do not. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Why did you snort at that, Kyle?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't think I fucking heard you?
I don't know what you mean.
I have a perfectly normal relationship with Newhin. Newhin, check these orders to make sure everything's correct.
Yeah, Newin, check it. Daddy wants to make sure that he's got everything in order.
I'll fucking kill you! Hey, Zim, saw God of War remakes. What do you think will happen to the power levels? Why do you guys keep saying like what's gonna happen to the power levels? Guys, we don't even fucking scale God of War that high to begin with. I think what did Mingler say on the last stream he was in? God of War is like what, mountain level?
This is our home turf.
Yeah, about that.
Stay on guard.
Okay, hang on, New Hit. I'm gonna have to.
Not be easy.
The problem you have is that going with their track record, there's a very, very good chance, because people have done nothing but bug them about the cosmology, the remakes are going to make it super fucking apparent and abundant that this is just going to be a country.
Yep. Sorry for the screen pausing. I had to take screenshots. Me said something. Zim will
I think we said this when like 3 or 4 years ago, where it's like God of War fans don't understand. When you ask for only about the cosmology, the runners are going to think that they didn't make it obvious enough what the cosmology is. So the next time they do it, they're just going to hammer that home super fucking hard. And when they do, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Because I still think that during the remake, they'll have something to where they'll have like Mimir's story happen during the time where Kratos is still in Greece and he sees Mimir but he doesn't approach him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if that happens, there's literally nothing anyone can say. Because I think we said this in the last stream as well, where it's like, if they do hammer this home, that's only planet level. Like that this is only, everything is only on one planet, and all of the mythologies only affect like their region. You'll have them disassociate and say non-canon straight away, or different continuity. They will not take it.
Okay, Newhin, you let me know right now if that shit's fucking correct, so I can make the order.
We earned promotions and glory. That sort of thing builds a bond between men.
Okay. You know, when someone says they have a perfectly normal relationship with someone, 9 out of 10 times they usually don't. Guys, my relationship with Newhin is perfectly fucking normal.
Noctigal's growing influence began to threaten the power of his 2 elder brothers. The older princes ostracized Noctigal, even as they feared him.
I know what happened next. The sleepless night we all learned about in history class. That brief civil war erupted when the late king passed away before...
As Zun said, my relationship with Newhin is perfectly normal. Also behind the scenes, Newhin come here, give Daddy some sugar.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Noctigal slew his 2 older brothers with the help of the military. He was a war hero after all.
Newhin, what's the name I put on here?
Rallied behind Noctigal and his new regime.
Noctigal may have won the struggle, but he lost something dear to him. He lost his only ally in the royal family.
Look, funny enough, I've been hearing mixed things about the new 2D God of War game. Some people like it, some people say it's absolutely fucking shit.
Teach us that part.
He expanded his totalitarian control once he became king, and there was no one left to check his power.
Not even you?
Many pinned their hopes on me to act as a moderating influence on the king. I chose to leave the army instead. It has been a difficult decision to live with.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It's not even really Noctigal's fault. His brothers caused all this.
I agree, which is precisely why I failed to recognize when Noctigal began to stray from the just path. We turned our eyes away from our duty, he and I both, despite knowing that doing so would cause many of our people to suffer. In contrast, the King of Azul has never wavered from doing what must be done.
You may be right, Despite both being kings, Noctigal and Gaius definitely left different impressions on me.
The people no doubt see King Gaius as a superb...
Okay, hang on, Newhan. Actually,
He kind of reminded me of Mila, to be honest.
An astute observation.
you want me to suggest it? I think the terms of Sauron in the mouth of Sauron gives in the book isn't that bad. And honestly, it's almost generous. Okay, so you saw that stupid fucking video too, then, didn't you, fucking pimp demon? Didn't
Which
you?
video?
It sounds like they
You saw that stupid fucking video of that clickbaity fucker who was like, actually, the terms of Sauron weren't that bad. Yeah, no, I know you fucking did, Pimp Demon, because I fucking saw that video too. What a fucking clickbaity as fuck video.
What's going on?
But if you decide
Anyway, I'm gonna use suggested. Is that
I
cool?
wouldn't blame you.
Thank you.
Hang on, Kyle. We're almost done with this journey.
Would you mind leaving me with my thoughts? I will make my decision before it is time for us to leave.
Okay, Neil, it's gonna be 164. No, Neil, it's the same. It's the same address. The only thing they do is they add the 657A at the end. No, it should be the exact same address.
Creep up on a girl like that.
You okay? You look down in the dumps. You shouldn't push yourself so much. You weren't the healthiest.
Yeah, like you can double check them. The 657A
It's been ages since
should not make a difference. I can get rid of it if you want, but like
Don't worry.
I'm fairly confident that is just here, let me check.
About what?
that do-gooder nature of yours. In case you've forgotten, it's
Let me
what
double
got us
check.
into this mess.
Maybe you shouldn't have come in the first place.
I'm here for my own
Okay.
reasons, thank you.
Like what?
Those Spyrexes are trouble. I want to destroy them.
Okay, yeah, it should make it more accurate.
That's part of it. But I've actually...
Yeah, apparently those 4 digits at the end are supposed to be here. Let me look up
I know how terrifying those things are.
zip code.
Why are you trying to destroy the Spyrexes in the lands of Kresnik? Because Mila said so?
No, that's not why. If you need a reason,
You don't have one?
I do. I just rather keep it to myself.
All right.
Yeah, that should be the postal
Lands
code.
of Kresnik is the last thing on our to-do list.
Huh?
What are your plans afterward?
Yeah, everything else is the exact same. They just add the postal code. So that should be fine.
Will you come home to Laron?
How do you know I watched the same video? Call it a hunch, Pimp Demon.
A chance to decide yet.
Call it a hunch.
We just need to finish what we've started.
Here, I'll take out the postal code just to be safe.
You're right. Let's finish this job together.
You got it. I wonder what Mila's going to do when this is all over.
Okay, so I'm going to use what you provided, Yuhin, and hopefully it won't cause problems. Okay, so we have to add more cards. Okay, so what do we have to add? What's up, Aviator? Let's see here. Ghostmon ZX11. Sorry, chat, we're almost done. We're almost done. And then... Oh, so just the Ghostmons go up to 4. So I was right the first time. Ghostmon BT23 is at 4. Ghostmon EX11... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, so 4 Ghostmons... No, new. That's the cart subtotal. You're not including the tax. Here, I'll show you the tax right now. Okay. Hello, Retro. Sorry, I'll start talking more as soon as I'm done ordering this for Newhin. Okay, 4 of the Ghostmons EX11. Alright, we got that. And then 2 of the Ghostmons from BT23. Okay, yeah. So we go at checkout now. Yeah, here, I'll send you what it says. Yeah, because you're not, you're not estimating the tax. Oh, hang on. Okay. It's 153 with the shipping, but with tax it's a little more than that, because taxes are a bitch. Okay, so this is the final screen. The address is the one you sent me. I took out the postal code. Newhin, next time you get this address, ask them for their postal code to make sure it's the correct one. So that way we can add the postal code. But I took the postal code out for now. So, yeah, everything's in order. This is everything you wanted. That's the correct address. Don't know what Kyle is doing right now. Alright. Alright, it's done. Now send me the money. Yeah. They're gonna have my name on it. Do you need my name to tell the guy what the items are, or no?
He'll be real impressed. He'll be real impressed. Oh, oh my back.
Yeah, because they're all being sent to my name to the address.
Oh.
Because you didn't give me a name to change it to. So, do you need my name to tell the guy, or will the guy just open it up? Well, no, I already sent them. Okay, so that's fine then? Okay. Yeah, so send me the money. Alright, now I can talk, chat. Now I can talk a little bit.
All healed up?
Don't worry about it. It was my slip-up.
Hey, the US dollar's gone up against the Uruguayan peso. Let's go.
Are you having problems casting spirit arts lately? I failed like 1,000,000 times by now. You too? It's like the spirits aren't even there to help us anymore.
Just like back at Fenmont. I bet this is the Lance of Kresnik's influence.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this guy's saying the spirits are disappearing, and it's the king
I
of
learned something fun.
You shouldn't joke about such things.
What was that, Kyle?
Spirits would never leave us.
You know, technically, bananas are big berries.
They don't believe me.
Of course not.
I hate
Tell
you.
them something like that out of the blue.
Nah, I can see it now.
I guess I'm just a shady guy.
And,
People don't trust me, and neither
well,
do
they're not very tasty unless you boil them and make them soft. You can eat the peel.
I saved your life, and suddenly you trust me again?
Apparently, they're really good for fiber.
You're still a big fat liar.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Trusting one. Throughout this whole trip, you've never doubted a thing I told you. Even when I said the spirits had disappeared, you believed me on the spot.
Because it's the truth. When someone uses a Spyrix, spirits die. It's cause and effect.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it's no skin off my nose if spirits wink out of existence. But it's another story if the result is we humans suffer.
But spirits are living things too.
Listen,
Okay, well that's weird. So
you're
then,
sounding more and more like the great
so
wizard.
it says you've sent me money.
That wasn't the point. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not trying to. I just mean you've finally started
Okay,
talking
here we
like
go.
a bona fide grown-up.
Huh? Like Mila, huh? I wonder if I can protect humans and spirits too. Thanks.
All right. I got the money, New Him. We're good.
Being a kid, life was so simple.
Nice. Just gonna need those 2 other things. It should be good to go, lad. 2 other things? What are you smoking? Oh, the tab? What the hell?
What's wrong?
Okay, so what the fuck do you mean the tab?
People won't call me Ellie like you used to. Well, hey, Elise. You seem glum.
Well, how about finding other people who can get close enough to call you Ellie?
You mean get closer to you and Mila?
Yeah, Tipo should too.
Really?
Hey, it's not like I have lots of friends or anything, but I have enough to know they're pretty priceless. And the best part of friendship is sharing new experiences together.
Jude sure is a smarty pants.
It's smart that he's basically saying that he's lonely and you people are the closest things he has to friends and he's not going to let you go.
It'd be nice if we all got to
Kyle, seriously, taking in 2026 to figure out banana is a berry. What's next? You don't know tomato is a fruit?
Fuck off. Most of you don't know that bananas were a berry. None of you people fucking care about shit like that.
Okay, so New Him. Here we go.
It's like if I fucking told most of you cucumber was a fucking melon, it would blow your mind.
Okay, well I can give you the total price, but like that is my receipt. The order summary is effectively my receipt for the purchase. Or do you want the email? Here, let me go on my Gmail account then. Any chance you get DMC6 Tokyo? No, I learned years ago by simply scrolling YouTube. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. So here's this one. Maybe this? When is Kyle gonna play something different? After he's done with this version of the quest.
We're only going through it again because there are 2 scenarios you have to go through for each character.
Do you need like the card summary, or what else do you need? Fuck the lore? It's not for the lore. It's because we already did it. I'll just bury this for now. As for PayPal. Will that do or no? I blacked out my credit card because the credit card was on there.
Huh? Is it me or did it suddenly...
Alright, well, if you need it with the card, like, I'll have that available, but for now, we'll just do it like that. Well, maybe you should just watch the other stuff so you can finish the series faster. It's not taking that long. It should be done probably in,
Next week, the latest.
I'll say probably like next week.
Because after this, like, we're not moving into anything, like, monumental. It's literally just, like, San Andreas, and then from San Andreas onto Bessaria, then from Bessaria onto GTA 3.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
Dude, San Andreas is fucking mid.
Bro, what are you talking about? Fucking Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna go on sale during that time.
No, remember, that's not... If we do end up doing that, that's not going to be a once per week stream. Otherwise, that's going to be a 2 week... That's going to be a 2 year fucking commitment.
I do not need it with the card numbers. What you do need is like the receipt from the store where you buy stuff and the receipt from PayPal. That way they make sure you buy the items and they know where you send the money from.
You still got to check to see whether or not, like, how the crossplay situation works.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Again, your lifesaver for your troubles. You want a wholesome commission. No, thank you, dude. But everything at commission is wholesome, so you know. So you know.
Look, if we're gonna make custom characters doing this like co-op like story, we have to figure out what characters we're gonna try and make.
Are we gonna wait? So then, are we actually gonna commit like full hardcore into roleplay?
I think we are, and I know exactly the 2 characters that we're gonna do.
Oh boy!
I opt to try and make Nigel Thornberry, and you can be Jeff Goldblum.
What the fuck?
Well, just see that. You see that kill smashing. I have to try and get the voice down. I can't get the voice down because it goes into Smeagol.
The pain, I bet this is how Sharky felt when getting stabbed by Wormtongue. You can just say Sauron. Actually, no. Now I think about it, because we did get Pico Combat. Yeah, it's not as bad. Alright, New Hint. I'll mow it over and get back to you. I'll probably have something for you tomorrow.
Did you get Saruman confused with Sauron?
I did actually. As it came out, I realized I made a mistake there. In my defense, why the fuck?
But whoever said Sharky, that's a deep cut. Well done. That's from the Battle of the Shire when Saruman took over the Shire. Well done.
And the only reason I know who Sharky is because he is a card in Magic the Gathering.
You're scum.
Mila, I don't stink, do I?
I'm gonna be honest, the Battle of the Shire just sounds fucking stupid to me. Like, I'm not like saying Tolkien, you know, fucking wrote a bad like section of the book or anything, but just the idea of the Battle of the Shire just seems so fucking like petty.
Because he's a petty character.
You're not the only bitch who reads the books, Kyle.
No, I'm speaking to Zim on that one. It's because Saruman's petty. That's why he did it. It's literally supposed to be like a middle finger to the hobbits that helped like Gandalf, and a big middle finger to Gandalf who loves the hobbits.
Yeah, but it just seems like such a fucking stupid fucking point, because Gandalf can just show up to the Shire and take him out at that point. Or am I mistaken on that?
Do you know how long it would take him to get from, like, fucking the country of Gondor all the way over to the Shire? They're on the complete, like, opposite ends of the continent. You know that, right?
Can he not teleport? I wasn't under the impression he could
No!
teleport. Can then how does he end up in the forest after the fight with the Balrog? Does he walk
He's
there?
right there!
Far too easy.
He uses his horse, Shadowfax, and he leaves Shadowfax out of the woods, and he walks into the woods. He's never teleported. Do you think at the Battle of Helm's Deep, he just...
No.
Do you think he just rode with the Rohirrim just for aura points?
Well, actually, yes. What? What? You're really gonna sit there and tell me?
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. Gandalf, you could have teleported. I arrive precisely when I mean to.
Bro, tell me that doesn't sound like something in character. Tell me.
Are designed specifically for security. I've never
If we do get a teaser for the game,
bro,
what's until 2099?
Bro, I can teleport, but I'm not going to help you on your journey. I've got to fall down this bridge and fight a demon.
No, just saying how reliable you are.
Yep. Alright, time for trouble again, but if you can check the order and send me a screen cap of the whole list of items. Wait. Do you mean the pictures I send you, or do you want the email list of all... Okay, so do you want... Wait. So how do you want this? Do you want the list in the email form written, or... Or do you want the pictures? Because in order to get the pictures, I gotta go all the way through each individual order. Saruman is basically powerless as Sharky. The hobbits didn't need Gandalf against Sharky. Well, that's kind of my point. Is like, I don't know. It just seems like a randomly fucking. Look. I'm going to say, and I know Kyle probably disagrees with me.
It's the show how far they've come as warriors themselves without having any of the competent fighters around.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. They weren't the only people who fought that battle. There were a bunch of other hobbits who were fighting that had nothing to do with the Fellowship.
They had to rally the hobbits because they were scared under Sharky's thumb in the fact that like he had an entire group of like
I'm gonna send you this
cutthroats under his command, and he also turned like the Hobbit police force against like the citizens.
Yeah, the corrupt sheriff. Yeah, he's a card.
My sword rings true.
The last card was started 22 advanced Amethyst Mandala.
Like the only thing I'll give you is that like thank God the movie didn't adapt that. Otherwise, it would have been like another hour and a half of movie.
I'm just gonna be honest. That just sounds like a weak section in general. I think the movie made the right call, just having fucking Wormtail fucking kill him at the Twin Towers. Right, Wormtail's Harry Potter. Yeah, that's on me.
And he dies at the start of Return of the King, but you would only know that if you watch the extended version. The standard theatrical release doesn't have that.
I thought the deleted scene was at the end of the Twin Towers. Is it in the Return of the King?
It's at the very start of Return of the King.
Such a weird thing that they don't include his death. I wonder if there was ever plans to do Sharky.
Well, it's such a weird thing that they didn't, that they got rid of it, because it's such a crucial like 5-minute like thing. Because this is kind of like where they kind of change it if you watch the two versions back to back. If you watch the extended version, it's them trying to convince Saruman to give up information. If he gives up information, they'll let him go because he's basically powerless and he can't really do anything.
Also, never really made sense to me.
In the theatrical version, it's heavily implied that the Ents just stay there, and like Trevia just stays there and be's like his like prison guard while he's locked in the tower for the rest of the time.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on.
What's up?
Hold on. I'm a little confused with what you just said. So you're gonna have to run that shit by me.
So, if you were to watch the standard version of Return of the King, what's implied to happen to Saruman is he's still trapped within Orthanc, but the Ents basically stay in Orthanc and basically become his prison guards, where he's locked in the tower for the rest of his life. The movie, however, the extended version has it that they try to negotiate with Saruman to give up the information that he has of what Sauron is planning, and if he gives it up, they'll let him go because he's powerless, and especially after breaking his staff, he's got like no power. There's nothing he can like really do. But he has too much pride, and so he doesn't really do that.
I tell you, fair, it never really made sense how he fucking loses to begin with. You would assume he could have dealt with the Ents on his own, but I guess that's just not the way the wizards work in Lord of the Rings.
The likes of you will not stop me.
I will say Maya, because I believe that's what they're called, right? They're called Maya.
Yes, because the Ainur are the gods.
I will say Maya are some of the most inconsistent characters when it comes to like the internal power scaling of the series, especially when you like look at what like other dark wizards and shit can do.
Oh, they're a pain in the ass because like the thing you have to understand as well, and this is like what breaks some people. The Balrog is a Maya. It's just a corrupted Maya.
Really?
Yes. Sauron is a Maya.
I request that you stand down.
Yes, they're all the same. I think that just goes back to my point, is that like they're clearly very powerful. Okay, Newman, I think those are all the cards. They're clearly insanely powerful, like individuals. You're really telling me he couldn't have dealt with a bunch of fucking Ents?
So the problem is as well is that Saruman was not only depowered by Gandalf, but he was also depowered by Eomer Ilúvatar because he wasn't fulfilling his role and he was going off course, and so doing so like subvertly like strips you of powers. Because so the wizards you see in the books and in the movies, that's not their true power. They're kneecapped so that they don't end up destroying Middle Earth.
Yeah, but like, no, I understand that they're weaker in their true forms, and I can understand that he's weaker because he's not following his like true path or whatever. That's fine, but like,
so this is actually where the movie kind of. To be fair, the movie didn't do this because this would be a gigantic like CGI pain in the ass to do. Saruman's cloak
is multicolored.
Isn't. Yes, it's supposed to reflect the rainbow. It's supposed to be like that. You know that metal that, depending on where you look, it reflects the different colors?
Yes, because he took the name Saruman of many colors because he was like prideful and arrogant.
Yes.
Okay, hang on. How dare you, Zim? How dare you pick the movie version? This is basically me and Kyle's Faramir situation all over again. Listen, I am not such a cunt that I think that adaptations can't do things better than the original. There are a lot of adaptational changes across media that improve the source material, and I believe the Lord of the Rings movies are good examples of when adaptations can improve the source material by getting rid of things that just don't need to be there.
For as much as people complain about like the Burrow Downs not being there and Tom Bombadil, while it's a fun section, they don't need to be there. They don't add anything to the story. They're good lore, but that's about it.
So I don't know. That part always seems stupid to me watching the movies, that Saruman can't fucking deal with the Ents, or at least try and stop them, because he's just there watching them, and I'm like, aren't you like a magical fucking being? Can't you like do something about this?
Well, this is the funny thing that I don't know if you pick up on. So, the books imply that Saruman is doing it. So you know the avalanche that hits them in the Fellowship of the Ring?
Yes.
Gandalf implies in the books that might be Saruman doing. The movie just straight up has Saruman being able to collapse the side of the mountain.
Well, I think that's my point too, because like Saruman can also call down like meteor showers, can't he?
No.
Okay, so then magic lied to me. Sup, Abyss? Been a while. Happy New Year if I didn't see you for New Year's. Fuck yeah, bro. Hell excited for DOA 7. You know me? Yeah, cause...
Yeah, and if DOA 7 has crossplay means, then we'll be doing a lot of streams of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, books and comics usually have more lore and action than movies usually skip. It's the opposite of what people believe. Well, yeah, because if movies adapted
not everything.
books...
So this goes back to the point of, like, not everything in a media source, like a book or a comic, makes for good entertainment on the screen.
I think a perfect example of this is if you ever see Harry Potter and read the Harry Potter books, they cut out so much. But yeah, no, very excited for DOA 7. When DOA 6 last round fucking drops, we'll be streaming some fucking multiplayer matches here for sure. 100%.
Pity that's not crossplay.
Yeah, it's a fucking shame.
If that was crossplay, I'd be snacking you with my rig and these giraffe legs from halfway across the screen.
I fucking hate you. But no, so I did find out some sad news, unfortunately. I guess at some point, the DOA Extreme developer confirmed that only Tamaki is a fighter among the Venus Vacation girls. The other Vacation girls are not fighters. They might be strong, but they're not fighters. So they won't appear in as guest fighters. I think that's a stupid fucking choice, personally. But we're talking about a guy who claims that DOA Extreme isn't softcore porn. So take that one as you will. I think he just went in a giant circle. I'm still mad that movie removed the Phoenix from the Dumbledore versus Voldemort fight. Yep.
Well, don't worry. You get to be mad when the TV show adds shit that's not supposed to be in the book and change people's races. And then everyone will look at the movies and be like, wow, why did you fuck with this? The movies were good.
I mean, say what you want about the Harry Potter movies. They were good movies. I don't think... How do I say this in a way it makes fucking sense? A lot of people don't realize how good the early 2000s, like mid-2010s fantasy stories, how good we had it. In terms of casting and everything.
From what I understand, people also not understanding that, like, what was it? The Aragorn movie is fine. The game is super fun, but it's like the book that's hard to get through.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck what race people are. Womp womp. That's fine. I mean, if you don't care about continuity.
Looks like ominous clouds are getting...
The novelization of Star Wars states Grievous can swing 20 times per second, or Jedi's having precog, using Force, and being able to dictate where attacks will be. I think live action it's hard to translate that into. Yeah, it's true, Abyss. One example is Dragon Ball, where the super manga is much more grounded, and it's sad that they will now adapt the anime to the manga, and I guess it's to remove the woke stuff like Kefka and Zamasu. There was nothing woke about Zamasu. What the fuck do you mean, Zamasu? What the fuck? Zamasu was a genocidal maniac. What the fuck was woke about him?
Keep this up. Up we go.
And let's be very clear about this. When the anime was coming out, the anime had nothing to adapt. The manga was adapting the anime for the longest time. Isn't that funny that we're living in an age where people forget that like the super anime was going before the super manga, and it was the super manga that was adapting stuff, and I think it was like around the Goku Black Saga where they started to change some stuff, wasn't it?
Yes. Hey, fuck yes! Is that a public demo? Oh, I might stream this fucking demo then.
Because if they're, do they even have enough material to do like a proper season 2 for Super? Because it's like what the Moro arc, maybe they go over the Broly arc again.
Yeah. No, I mean no. They're doing the Moro arc just flat out. Yeah.
And with tens of thousands of soldiers
So
on either side,
what would be up after that? It would be they'll probably do that Broly, Granola, and then what, the superhero movie?
No, they'll probably just leave the movies as movies. I don't think they ever go back and do that one. Hang on.
Whether they fucking wouldn't help themselves when it came to Battle of God and Resurrection F.
Okay, so there is a public demo now for X Sanguinius. So I might stream this because I've been playing the beta behind the scenes, offering some feedback. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to seriously play it, but they got a full demo out. So,
Dude, don't splash mud on me.
yeah, I'll probably stream that demo. It's from the creators of Other Side. Anyways, doesn't Star Wars novelization come out after the movie? No. No, I mean the relationship between Trunks and Mai? How was that fucking woke? Like, I'm just generally confused here. Doesn't Star Wars, Zamasu woke, very new take. Can't wait for Goku Black fans to find out he's on Fraud Watch. Goku Black was not on Fraud Watch. Get out of here. Oh, Dr. Faust, I hope your recording went well. Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to make it. I got called in early. No, Universe 6 was Universe 7 is when they started. No. Guys, that wasn't woke. That was just them not understanding that the fans didn't appreciate the Super Saiyan transformation being relegated so poorly. I guess would be the right way of saying it.
I forgot about that for like a Universal Tournament arc. I forgot. I keep forgetting that the fight between 6 and 7 happened because it was such a fucking boring arc.
Yeah, the Universe 6 7 arc was trash. Dr. Faust says hello, Kyle.
Hello. Because in my mind, it goes Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F. I keep forgetting that the fight between 6 and 7 is in between there, because in my mind, it goes from Resurrection F to the Goku Black Saga.
Oh, actually, you know, now that I'm done ordering, I think for New Hit, I can continue working on the 16 script and get this done. Hopefully.
I'm glad you're on our side, Jude.
It's so weird getting money from New Hit. It's usually the other way around.
Don't worry, I can do this.
What am I left? I gotta talk about the icon multiplier, icon versus dominance, and then do a bunch of random quick sections. And then I can start recording my rant. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to record with you guys.
Are you okay?
It's just that, like, it depends on the day and stuff.
Enough to take me down.
Alvin, are you sure you're alright?
Would I lie at a time like this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
That part of me is gone.
I'm sure that's a lie.
Gotta be serious sometimes.
Hey, come on, guys. Less talking, more fighting.
It's the age gap. She's 1,000 years old? Is she?
Who?
Mine's not 1,000 years old, was she?
No.
We're so close.
Are you all right?
Do you mean 100 years old?
It's nothing but a scythe that cuts.
She wouldn't even be that. She got de-aged by the Dragon Balls, just like Pilaf and
despite my efforts,
and the Dogman.
Rowan, you can't give up. We'll find a way to stop all of this.
You're right, of course. Our destination is just up ahead. Let us make haste.
Oh, right. This is the arena section. I don't think mine Trunks as well. It's just weird because watching OG Dragon Ball and up to Super, it comes off as really icky. It reminds me of Musou
Again, this
Tensei.
is what people need to understand: is that like,
Battles could be ended by simply asking.
regardless of how you feel, they did get turned back into children, and she grew up as a child all over again.
This is so rough.
Don't worry. I got your back, Elise.
No one asked for your help.
You should be alright with that much energy.
Oh, but hey, thanks, Alvin. I'm ready.
I will say the relationship between Maya and Trunks was always kind of weird, but that's just what it was. It was just weird.
Forward, lest you be completely surrounded.
Things are not looking good, Mila.
I know, but we can't retreat. We must keep pushing onward.
Because she does get de-aged, but her memory doesn't get wiped. So she knows how old she's supposed to be.
Hang in there.
You too, Jude.
I'm not giving up.
Good. You hear that?
I'll just say that her situation is at least not as weird as fucking like Bonnie.
Oh, Jewelry Bonnie? Yeah, that one's
Still keep up?
Of course.
that one's weird.
Excellent.
I might stream the One Piece card game one of these days, so you guys can see what I like kind of get up to. Because there's a free sim. It's not as exciting as Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's because you can also do shit. Yeah, no. All right, where was I? Icons versus dominance. Let's go. Also, yeah, guys, there should be a 16 video coming out relatively soon. If I get this script done today and sometime tomorrow, I can record at night and I can hopefully have it out by Wednesday or Thursday. Because, fuck me, my journey through Final Fantasy 16 was not what I expected it to be.
Not fun.
Well, it wasn't necessarily that it wasn't fun. It's just that, like, fuck this, like, damn, like, they just had to lie so fucking hard for that shit to fucking even be, like, when you see evidence like this, you're just kind of like, did you guys, like, genuinely believe your position, or did you guys just hate DMC that much? Like, what actually happened here?
It's a situation where like he who shall not be named will probably never want to talk about it because it'll be very uncomfortable, especially after you've gone through it.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think any 16 fan would ever want to talk to me about it if they're trying to like sway my position. Unless Logos comes out and completely changes everything. Yeah, there's like no argument. But I fixed the inverse scaling, so now everything is golden. Because there was a problem with the planet scaling,
No, I won't.
Don't blame
But-
us if you die.
it got fixed.
Like you're one to talk.
The multicon.
It doesn't matter who stands in our way. We will
Shut your face.
Stay on guard.
Why is Type 0 just straight up unplayable on PC? Apparently the port has major issues. Because a lot of companies that put PC ports out don't do a good job of like actually making good PC ports. Also, someone asked about the God of War 2D scroller, or the side scroller. I have no plans to play that. I don't know if Kyle's gonna play it, but I have no plans to play it.
I'll probably like play it privately, but I've heard like some mixed opinions on it. Some people I've heard think it's good. I've heard from other people that it's absolutely fucking shit.
Oh, you wanna know what? No, I do have to cover Aether, actually, and how using magic actually does burn out Aether, so like... oh boy, oh boy.
God, it makes it sound like using Clive, he has more rules to follow than a fucking Mogwai.
People don't like the art style? Kyle, when are you gonna do Dumbledore versus Gandalf?
Oh, I should probably do that pretty soon at some point. I haven't been through the Harry Potter books, and you know what? I like the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Of course you do.
There's nothing wrong with the movies. What's wrong with it?
Does the new God of War play like Metroidvanias? Yes. You forgot, didn't you? He did.
Well, I've also got like 2 other matchups that I'm working on, and I knew like how powerful for a new series I'm doing.
It's not that I wanted Planetary Clive, because I technically got Planetary Clive. Clive is technically planetary. He just dies like, I don't know, 3 minutes later? Maybe 4?
He's after the discussions we had, you can make the argument he's really not.
No. Once he gets Ultima's power and the Mother Crystal and like the Mother Crystal Aether at the end of the game, he would absolutely be planetary. It's just that as soon as he used the power, it fucking killed him. No, so realistically speaking, no bullshit on the table. If Clive primes into Ifrit before he dies, he could probably have like an extended fight before he turns to stone. But at that point, he would just... Dumbledore wins against Gandalf?
No. No, the fuck he doesn't.
How about fuck Toriko? That's Mangler shit? That's crazy. I guess it depends if you mean like, are we going full power Gandalf, or are we going with Gandalf like on Middle Earth?
It wouldn't matter, because the scaling chain for Lord of the Rings is fucked. So what you have to understand is that Gandalf the Grey would scale to Doran's Bane. Doran's Bane would have been there and would have contributed with the other Balrogs into helping fight off Ungoliant, who at this point would have absorbed the light from the Twin Trees, and the Twin Trees... I'm trying to remember if it was the Twin Trees or the 3 that came off of it, the Silmarillions, that were responsible for all the stars in the night sky.
Hang on. Wait, wouldn't he die instantly due to the stress from his body? No, because he was still alive for a period of time after casting the spell. So priming into his icon form would let him survive longer. Wait, so Clive is on Fraud Watch? This is about the death battle result, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But it's not the death battle result itself. It's that, it's everyone's opinion around it. Not so much about Clive, it's how Dante was treated in reference to Clive, and how everyone was kind of smug about it. Yeah, and then I looked into it and everyone was fucking lying, as fucking usual. Honestly, it gets to a point where it's like, it just stops being fun, you know? Not like fucking, not power scaling itself, but like, man, it just sucks being right all the time, because all these fuckers have to lie about their fucking characters.
Well, it's not even that.
And also, G1 blogs doing really...
It's not even that. Because I had this experience going through Infamous where it's just like... You hope that some of the things they say are correct, but when you find out that most of the stuff that most of the scalers say is full of shit, and they're admitting like several things that would kill their scaling, it just like kills it for you.
Yeah. So at the current point, I am going to make the video, but I can talk about where Clive would sit at ultimately. If we go with base Ifrit, Clive would be either island or mountain level. If we go with Ifrit Risen, he'd be roughly continent to multicon. And if we go, and to be as clear as possible, I'm being disingenuous here to some extent, but I don't want to explain the details because that's going to be a portion of the video. But this is like the tier, so to speak, where he sits at. And then the final key...
You do know he's out cold. Where's the fun in torturing someone if they don't react, you
would be absorbing Ultima.
Yes, sir.
And with Ultima absorbed and the Mother Crystal Aether, he would be planet level, but it effectively killed him.
Is Maxwell here?
Oh, that's right. Maxwell dies here in her story, right? And then you go through like her
Yes.
spirit journey.
This far.
We don't need this aggravation.
No, she gets blasted off, and she walks off because she's trying to find Rowan and Leia.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember it was very distasteful that they refused to bring up all the information to give on proper announcement on Dante. Not bringing the novel of side material was already a red flag. When I played 16 like 2 years. Oh.
The problem that G1 and Death Battle people have always had is that they always want to try super hard to fuck over Devil May Cry, and without fail. We've been through like 5 different G1 blogs going over Devil May Cry, and not one of them talks about the Samsara and how the demon world is multiple time spaces, and that the demon world is multiple like infinities within it.
When I played 16 like 2 years back, I said that Clive is planetary from Bahamut or at the end of the game and nowhere else, so I still don't get how they assume so much with so little info. Yeah, so I was under the impression that Bahamut's statement was planetary, but then as I was writing the script, I went back through it and I realized it's not a planetary statement, and it broke my heart.
Oh, who was it? What fight was it where we just like they actually made a song and dance about how big the universe was, but they didn't attribute that to Clive for a different fight.
Bleach. It was the most recent one. The Bleach versus Ichigo versus what's his face, Yusuke.
The point of trying to point out how big their cosmologies are, even though they downplayed the fuck out of like Ichigo, and it's just like, why do you guys care about how big the cosmology is when you just blatantly gave it to Clive off like no evidence?
Yeah, no, honestly, that is probably the worst double standard they've had in a while.
Please do not be alarmed, Jude. I am the spirit Muse.
Damn, Jude, you really gonna sleep with her sister? Jude, that's rough.
I am here on Maxwell's orders.
Mila's orders? Tell me where she is.
I must apologize. I have drained a great amount of mana. I am unable to use
Oh no.
So you don't know where she is then?
I would if you'd tether with me. The mana produced by a human's mana lobe is the source of...
To be clear, this is manipulation.
Power back, and you can find out where Mila is?
I want people to remember, Jude is technically a minor. He is like 15 or 16.
Jude is consenting to something he does not understand. No one talks about the POC dimensional scan either.
Well, I can't...
Well, they didn't mention POC in general.
They
Yeah, I'm
didn't
gonna
even
go. See ya.
blackbox it.
There's Pimp Demon. Take care.
Whatever
They didn't even black box it.
Yeah. Yes, Zim, we know. Because I know Zim doesn't want to hear about it, but they could have mentioned it. They could have mentioned... If they mentioned anything from POC, it would have been great. Wait, did Norway win the fucking Winter Olympics, or are they still going on? Is that Norway?
Because the funny thing is that, like...
Fucking Norwegians!
So the funny thing is, like, even if the 9D stuff isn't actually there, which we still need to verify because we've got the old build, we just need to find somebody who can actually, like,
fine.
go through the actual files. we have a better statement with Virgil's one, which says that he's just above like all dimensions that you can get in all versions of the game.
Yes.
And I think I think Mangler touched upon this on a stream where it's like hypothetically, even if this isn't the main timeline Dante, it wouldn't matter. All this lore would still backscale to the original Dante.
Is the 90 scan still applicable? We could never verify it, so the answer would technically be no.
The answer would be no, but we do have a file with the old stuff
that we're
on
trying
it.
to get a hold. That we're trying to like use.
But we don't have a way of opening it, and the person that we were counting on for that has had some misfortune in recent days.
Yeah.
So hopefully once he recovers, we can get a definitive answer from that.
Yes.
Because personally, I don't care if it's real or not. I just want a definitive answer.
Side note, I'm going to get DOA 7 just because they have Ryu Hayabusa. I'm not picky with getting more Ninja Gaiden content, even if it's minimal or cameos.
Looks like they're moving on.
Yeah, Nello, he's talking about him surpassing the apex of might.
What? No, happy to see you?
Elise, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Well done. Seems like every time I meet you, you're escorting a different chick.
This is,
On Mila's orders, huh?
Look to the wise, Jude. If you're going to introduce a girl, you don't start off with this is
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Kibo. Nice to meet ya. It's nice to meet you. The pleasure.
They tend not to take that too well when you have to strain to think of their name.
Should we keep moving?
I don't think they find that very appropriate. No.
you were always an Exodus agent, weren't you?
Why bother asking? He's just going to lie. He's a big bad liar.
Hey, I feel just as betrayed as you guys. Gillen didn't tell me about any of this.
He lied to you?
Dude, for fuck's sake.
Got that right. The nerve of that guy, right?
If you feel so betrayed, you wouldn't be so cheerful.
Not necessarily, eh, Jude?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know what to think anymore. And I could barely even concentrate on Gillen with that cold-hearted hottie floating next to him.
What was her name? Celsius? Do you know her?
Celsius. That would be the great spirit of ice.
Great spirit. Why didn't Mila recognize
Also, I'm gonna get DOA 7. Yeah, Nello, you think Yakuma will be in DOA 7? Probably. Also, Tekken 8 isn't doing so well, and I kind of have no hope for Season 3 at the moment. DOA might be a good competitor who does well. Jude, you can get Clive 1,000 times Universal and he would still lose, because even if you want to say Virgil doesn't get it immediately, Clive doesn't have any reliable way to stop him.
Oh? So I can tag along?
The thing with the Death Battle is they didn't even go over like 98% of Dante's abilities.
Fine.
They didn't even bother touching corruption, which would have like killed Clive on contact. And the double standard that they played between the times for Devil Trigger and the times for the icon form.
Even an ice cave.
I think I told you that was a position I actually had to go back on. Actually, I think I told you, right? Because there's at least proof the form should last over 10 minutes, but we don't know how much longer. I think it's like technically you can count like 12 minutes of him being in the form.
I mean, that's fine, but we have Dante being in Sin Devil Trigger for like over an hour.
Oh yes, but remember, Kyle. Remember, that's not usable.
what was their excuse for that? Wasn't it something to the effect of like they weren't fighting, so they weren't wasting energy? It's like fuck off.
Yeah, I believe that was the position. Yeah, I think Kane would be baffled at how many times Alvin has betrayed the party. Alvin's fortunate that he has a good family. The Netflix show 6 minutes. The Netflix technically was 7 minutes. Death Battle had it at 7 based on the Netflix anime.
Yeah, it's not like we have official timers for like certain events in Five or anything that you could use for a measuring stick. Because again, they tried to argue that like Clive would outlast Dante. Dante fought Urizen
What are you asking me
for over 24 hours.
What do you think, Elise?
This is before he gets knocked out
He's following Jude.
and gets his like slew of power ups in Five.
Which way do you think we should go?
Yeah.
Do you really trust any of my suggestions?
So if they were being honest,
Got that right, you lying liar.
Dante would have been able to outlast Clive, but it's not even that. It's also the fact of like they willingly omitted the fact of like
Do whatever you want.
Dante gets more powerful the more damage he takes on and the more damage he gives.
I mean, it's fine at the end of the day. I went through 16. I was going to go through it for Noctis versus Clive video,
Oh,
but that's...
aqua dragons. What a menacing display.
I think we've just turned that into like we're just going to turn it into like what all the protagonists could do against 16, wasn't it?
Everyone,
I mean, I was gonna do the video, but like after you mentioned that and after finding out how weak Clive actually was, probably not worth to do a single video. Probably would be worth it to explain why he doesn't really scale in comparison to the others all that well.
it's not over yet.
Even in Equalized Fight, Clive is still in like the worst position because he will burn himself out.
He has no hacks.
Open the covenant of
Well, no. I think I told you he technically does.
I'll help you.
Not
Because-
compared to the other protagonists.
Well, it's not the hacks that where he lacks it. It's the resistances.
I'm glad you're safe, Tipo.
Oh yeah, I'm glad too.
Really? You tried to use him as bait.
Clive lacks a significant amount of resistances that would allow him to fight the other protagonists. That's the biggest issue with Clive.
But when you have all the other protagonists, they can literally use like Stopka, and Clive has no resistance to time manipulation.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it, kid. No skin off our teeth.
Final Fantasy characters don't have resistances either unless they have items. That's not true. That's not entirely true. Dante fights Nightmare, then fights Urizen, then fights Virgil for about half an hour until Nero shows up, and still after the battle he still has reserves for SMT when he heads down the Clive fought.
What's wrong?
Well, it's also the fact of like
Just thinking
when
about Jao.
they tried to measure
Why did he give his life
Dante's
to
strength,
Dante?
even if they believe the 50 times multiplier for Clive, based on how they estimated Dante, which is like Devil Trigger being around about a 10 times increase, they should think that Sin Devil Trigger is stronger than base Devil Trigger, so that should also be an over 10 times increase again.
Time to think about it.
So you're looking at Dante being like 100 times.
Maybe Mila or Rowan can figure it out.
Also, what do I mean?
Sorry, Tipo.
There are some characters who demonstrate resistances outside of items. But again, even if you're using items to have resistances, that still beats Clive, because Clive doesn't have that.
That's also not going over the fact that like they have spells and stuff that even if they don't have initial resistances, they have like magic that they can put on themselves to resist like stats effects.
Again, it's not even just like on a base level. Like Clive doesn't even have the items that you could give other Final Fantasy protagonists, you know?
Maybe Mila might know.
Because he's one of the only protagonists who lives in a canonical verse where Phoenix tiers or Phoenix drops don't exist.
Phoenix Downs.
Yeah, well, they just don't exist.
Yeah. Like, you could argue, canonically, the other characters would have a way to revive themselves mid-combat. Clive doesn't even have that much. Although, to be fair, if his limit break is full, he can revive himself one time, but that's not with an item, that's with the ring, that's a one-time only thing.
You seem unwell. It's nothing.
And that's if they don't, like... And that's if, like, they don't cast something on him. Where it's, like, permanent death or something like that that bypasses, like, the item.
Yep. Arguing Dante losing in attrition was just bad faith, not including skill in a quote-unquote close matchup, was disingenuous.
Oh, well, we were pretty much spot on the money why they didn't add skill, because Clive has, like, fuck all statements.
Yeah. If they wanted to make it dramatic, have Dante turn Majin near the end and start roasting Clive on his poor lore decisions, then have him one-shot Clive while Kyle's straight zooming through the game. Yeah.
Let's be very clear here. The reason why, like, when Dante lost, no one looked at that who'd been through both series and said that makes sense. They both, like, a majority of people looked at that fight and said, that doesn't make sense, that's bullshit.
The only argument they could have had would be the 51 times multiplier for Clive, but that's not entirely valid. Even Versus Wiki called bullshit? Well, of course they did, because they fucking... But to be fair, Versus Wiki actually scales DMC better than most people these days.
But it was also disingenuous as fuck of the fact that, like, they used the tower of the tower's laser feet as for something to scale to Dante's, like, reaction, even though if you want to be disingenuous and just use attacks like that, the rooks from 3 get him a higher calculation.
Maybe they're testing us?
It's not a trap, is it?
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
What happened?
I'm on the straight and narrow.
And that's also, like, the fact of them being disingenuous about how they compared Mundus and Ultima when it came to creation feats.
To be fair, I did actually time that one. And I think it's like 12 seconds to like 10 seconds.
Then I'll kill him on my own.
What?
For the creation feed time frames.
I appreciate it.
It wouldn't matter, because one person is creating something that's infinite in size, and the other person is creating something unquantifiable and inside the mind with technology.
If I'm talking about icon versus dominance, should I also include the 51 times statement here, or...
You've come.
Go ahead and find a save point, I was going to say, because, we'll probably be ending this in a few minutes. Oh, actually, I need to check out that rules roundup later. Well, Beowulf Punch kills the verse, ironically. So, I should have the video out this week. It should cover a lot of the bigger issues with Final Fantasy 16 scaling. But the main issue is, at the end of the day, and I'm not going to mention this in the video, I'm just going to mention the arguments. If DMC had the level of evidence Clive had, They would probably call DMC building level. Because, man, oh man, does that fucker get away with shit he shouldn't be getting away with.
Which is, like, funny enough, they don't talk about, like, how you can knock him out of his icon form.
Oh, the fucking stamina fucking icon form thing? Oh, that... Honestly, that might be the most disingenuous argument, actually, is the endurance or, like, stamina Clive has in his icon form. Oh, that's crazy. You know he can only prime, like, once, maybe twice in a fight before he can't sustain it, like, any longer, based on the Odin fight. I think he only primed... How many times did he prime in the Odin fight, actually? That'd be the best point of reference.
Many.
No. I need to know if it's 2 or 3, because obviously I'm trying to be, like,
I think it's 3.
accurate.
I think he did it 3 times.
Hang on. Let me see here. Phase 1. So in Phase 1, we go into the cutscene. They prime against each other. He gets knocked out of the primed form. Primes again. Okay, yeah, so Clive is able to prime... No! Oh, no! It's worse than I thought! It is only twice! And the second time he primes, he only lasts like 2 minutes!
Well, I think the funny thing is the thing that you discovered, which was like, you would think for a transformation it would make him stronger. It doesn't. It would just make him bigger. Because he can still do all the same shit in his base form.
Yeah, so I guess I'll give you guys a little sneak preview of a section in the video. I mean, you guys already know where it's going to be sitting, but it's going to be more ranty, so it's fine. Dominants are not weaker than icons in the way you think. The reason the icon form is stronger than the dominant form is because icons have more Aether and they can channel Aether better than the dominants. So they just have more gas to work with. They're not technically stronger AP-wise. And someone's going to be like, Zim, that's not true. Why does Clive have to prime every time to fight an icon? He doesn't, because he can hurt Odin in base, he can hurt Garuda in base, and he also can fight Omega in base.
And Titan.
And, no, you never fight Titan in base. Bad Kyle. Very bad Kyle.
Don't you?
Nope. No, you don't. So, the Titan boss fight is strictly just an icon form. Yeah. So there's like no reason to genuinely believe the icon form is that big of a multiplier, even if it like did make him stronger. Now that being said, there is a caveat to what I'm saying.
Oh, but that goes even further, because in the fight against Ultima, he's technically, by all intents and purposes, should be taking on forms of Ultima that should be stronger than his icon form, and he's still mashing it in base.
Yeah, I don't like that. There's a genuine argument that Ultima Risen is actually still stronger than the final 2 forms you fight. But that's not gonna be in the video I'm working on. That's gonna be in its own separate 16 like Ultima video. But technically, you could argue you could argue the Ultima fight is like a narrative structure. You have the rising action and the intro, which is stage 1 and stage 2. The climax of the fight is Ultima Risen versus Ifrit Risen, and everything after that fight is Ultima getting weaker. Because during the Ifrit Risen fight, Ultima acknowledges that you might consume him. And from that point forward, Ultima is just desperately trying to stay in the fight. You could legitimately just argue that he's just getting weaker as the fight goes on, and that's why Clive's able to fucking, like, punch him at the end. Semi-Prime can't be a multiplier due to Kupka and Odin. Skill-wise, didn't Dante beat Bale, who's 2,000 years old and trained in Sparta in a sword duel on base? The more I remember the DB, the more I shake my head. Abyss, I'm going to tell you right now, if you think of any skill statement Dante has, and it's probably better than what Clive has in this game.
I'll tell you, just a thing that we know from what you're told in the gallery for Devil May Cry, it's better than a skill feat in 16. Dante can pick up a weapon and instantly master it.
16 has no such statements. But yeah, fuck. That's actually shit. I'm really glad you brought up the Odin thing, because I'm going to have to talk about the time frame for Ifrit, and I'm going to have to bring up that if he does it multiple times, it lasts significantly less amount of time, especially depending on how hard the fight is. Which there's no reason to believe that, like, these characters will be putting up more of an impressive fight than Dante did. Yeah, I forgot that. But yeah, no. Alright. So I think that'll do it. Joshua states they must retain what? They must retain energy just to destroy a mother crystal? Oh, that they must retain energy to destroy Mother Crystal? Yeah, but that's kind of not true either, because Clive can just semi-prime and destroy the fake crystal. Again, like, those aren't mentioned. So here's what will happen. I'll make my video, and then I'll make either a follow-up video or a follow-up stream talking about things that didn't make it into the video. So, with that said, Kyle, you have anything else you want to say, or are we good to end it here?
No, I'm pretty good.
Alright, with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody. Have yourself